La Liga Team of the Season has been confirmed to start this Friday, the 8th of May, and in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the loading screen and revealing who the players are, also looking at the clues in the bottom right corner. What do the numbers mean? Everything explained. So just before we get into it, if you are new here, make sure that you do subscribe. I'm going to be making lots more videos just like this one, daily Team of the Season videos. We are also going to be predicting the next leagues, La Liga, League 1, etc., and explaining all of the loading screens that are going to be released in the future. So definitely make sure that you are subscribed so you do not miss any of those future videos. So getting straight into this one now, taking a look at the numbers in the bottom right corner, they have been closely linked with similar coordinates from Uruguay. I have taken a look at this, done some studying, but it doesn't really look like this is the exact details. It does look like EA are still holding something back. Maybe it's one coordinate. I think it's just a few numbers that are missing from this that would actually make it a full set that we can just simply look up. But from what I've done researching, it doesn't really give me an exact location, but from what I've seen around, it has been closely linked with Uruguay. As you can see, these numbers are quite similar to the one that we do have on the loading screen. Like I have mentioned, I think there is something missing in the loading screen numbers, but I do think it is going to be someone from Uruguay. This most likely indicates to Luis Suarez from Barcelona, but there are also a few other Uruguayan players that could be in La Liga Team of the Season, and I think that is also likely. But I think EA have gone for the big guy here, Suarez. I think that is who they are pointing at in these numbers. So moving on now to the player on the left, taking a look at the three players on the loading screen. This one is French, 96 shooting and 97 dribbling, so it does indicate strongly to an attacker. And when you think of a Frenchman from the La Liga, BENZEMA is one of those that you do think of straight away. He matches this perfectly. It would mean he gets 7+ dribbling and 8+ shooting, which is the perfect Team of the Season upgrade. In my opinion, the most likely ones that we have been seeing in the department of that player. So for example, with an attacker striker like BENZEMA, it would be dribbling, shooting and physical, also pace. At least you should be getting a 4+ upgrade, and you can pretty much get, there is no really limit, but maximum I have really seen is around 12, but the average probably 4 to around 8, 9 is the average Team of the Season upgrade in that specific stats for that player. So BENZEMA does match with this. There is also GRIEZMANN, some people are talking about. He is definitely a possibility, but only a 5+ shooting and dribbling upgrade, so I do think it should actually be more on his Team of the Season. So maybe this one is going to be BENZEMA, but GRIEZMANN could still get in this Team of the Season. So now moving on to the player in the middle, 97 rated. This is going to be a hugely boosted card, 95 pace and 93 physical. This suggests either to a fast defender or a strong attacker. Looking at someone we've already spoken about, Luis Suarez is someone you might fit in this role as well. It would mean he gets a 6+ overall rating and 7+ physical, which does fit, but then when you go to the pace, it does mean it would be boosted by 16, which is a really top range upgrade, and most likely this is kind of unlikely to see. He has got this in the past years, so it is very well possible as well in the same boat, but because these numbers are in the bottom right corner linking to someone in Uruguay, I think this is not him on the loading screen, but of course he is still going to be making it in La Liga Team of the Season. I think this would maybe fit him perfectly, but another possibility is VARANE. He is a fast defender. It would be an 8+ pace upgrade and physical upgrade. For a 97 defender there, that is quite a huge upgrade, but I believe it does fit his card the best. Suarez maybe is going to be getting something else, maybe a 96 or 98 we are going to see, but I think 97, it could be either of them. It is very close. I think for VARANE it would be a really top range card as well. 97 for a defender is quite a lot. Is Ramos going to get less than that? So it is quite debatable, but it's going to be VARANE or Suarez in my opinion. Moving on now to the player on the right, 87 pace, 97 dribbling, 97 passing. It does look like a midfielder, maybe someone that attacks a bit more, or that definitely can dribble with the ball at least. Some people are saying it could be ØDEGAARD, who I think will get in Team this season, but this is not his card on the loading screen because it would mean his pace goes down 1 rating, and of course for a Team of the Season that is a huge upgrade. He's going to be getting 5, 6+ pace, so this is definitely not ØDEGAARD. Someone that does fit perfectly though is JONG. He of course already has a Team of the Year, and the stats are very similar with just a pace downgrade by 1, which EA have done to the Team of the Season cards, such as Van Dijk, who has also got a Team of the Year, and then they do generally boost it in another sector. So we have seen it with the passing. De Jong does have a better upgrade, and because he's a midfielder, that does make sense, just like De Bruyne got a huge upgrade in other places where he does specialize in. So I do think this is going to be De Jong. So just to summarize this video quickly, the coordinates in the bottom right corner, they were not full in my opinion, but it does kind of link to Luis Suarez, Uruguay. It could be any other Uruguayan as well from the La Liga, but Luis Suarez is a strong link. And then the player on the left, French, I do think it is going to be Karim Benzema. Then the player in the middle, it is kind of tight between Luis Suarez and Varane. It is quite difficult to tell apart, but either way it is going to be EA trying to sell packs, because Luis Suarez would mean he has a 16 plus pace upgrade, which is huge. But also you could argue Varane last year in FIFA 19 did have a 96 Team of the Year, so maybe if he gets a 97 Team of the Season this year, it does actually make a lot of sense. Let me know down in the comments below which one you think it is going to be. And then finally, the player on the right, it does look like it is going to be De Jong. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.